Hey guys, I'm Miss Optig, and today I'm going to take you through adding and subtracting negative numbers. So we're going to start with looking at our number line. So we can see that we have 0 in the middle. And with our number line, if we move to the right, we're moving in a positive direction. And if we move to the left, we've moved in a negative direction. So let's see what happens on our number line if we take the number 4 and we add 2. So we start at number 4 and we're going to add 2. So we go in a right direction because we're going positive. So we're going to add 2. And that takes us to 6. So we can see that 4 plus 2 equals 6. Now, if we have 4 minus 2, we're going to start at 4 again, but we're going in a negative direction. So we're going to the left of our number line. So we go back 1, 2, and that gets us to 2. So we can see that 4 minus 2 equals 2. So we're going to get a little bit more complicated now. What if we have 4 minus negative 2? So when we minus a number, we go to the left, but then we have another minus. So we're going to turn around and go to the right. So we go the other way. If we've started at 4 and we go minus, we're going to go to the left. But we're minusing a negative, so then we turn around and go to the right instead. So what we're really doing is we have a question that says 4 plus 2. And we already know that 4 plus 2 equals 6. Now, if I were to have the equation 4 plus negative 2, what we would do is we would start at 4 again, except this time we're going to add, which is going to the right, a negative number. So we turn around and go to the left instead. And what this is really saying is we have the equation 4 minus 2, which we already know equals 2. So now we're going to try something a little different. What if I start at negative 2 and add 3? So we're going to start at negative 2, and because we're adding, we're going in a positive direction, so to the right. So we go 1, 2, 3. And so negative 2 plus 3 equals 1. But what if I had 3 minus 2 instead? So we're going to start at 3 on our number line and go backwards 2, so to the left 2. So we go 1, 2, and we end up at 1. So we can see that negative 2 plus 3 and 3 minus 2 give us the same answer. And that's because they both have a negative 2 and they both have a positive 3, and so we end up at the same place on our number line. So this time we're going to start at negative 1, we're going to minus 3. So we start at negative 1 on our number line, we're minusing, so we go to the left, and we go backwards 3, and we end up at negative 4. For our next one, we're going to start at positive 1, and we're going to add 3. So we start at 1 on our number line, and we add 3, so we're going to the right, and we end up at 4. So hopefully now we have a bit of an understanding of how to add and subtract negative numbers. But we're going to have a go on our own anyway. So I'm going to write up some equations for you. What I want you to do after all 4 of them have been written is to press pause on your video and have a go. And once you're done, press play and we'll go through the answers together. So with our first equation, we're going to start at 6 and we're minusing, so we're going to go backwards 5. So that will give us 1. So 6 minus 5 equals 1. So our second equation, we start at 5, and we're adding, so we're going to the right, a negative number, so we reverse it and go back to the left. So we go backwards 3. And that's going to give us 2. So with our next equation, we're starting at negative 2, we're minusing, so we're going to the left, but we've got a negative number, so we're going to reverse it and go to the right, 1. So we start at negative 2, go forward 1, and we get to negative 1. And with our last equation, we're going to start at the number 4. We're adding, so we're going in a positive direction, so to the right, but we've got a negative number, so we're going backwards to the left. We're going to go back 6 places, and we'll get to negative 2. And that is how we add and subtract negative numbers.